What's up everyone, if you are new, my name is Mohammad Bass and this is a short video on what is NID exam with sample and previous year question papers of NID. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly start this topic. So NID exams have two phases in which your first phase is called DAT Prelims and second one is called DAT Mains. If you are able to clear your DAT Prelims, which is your phase first, then you will be called for your second phase, which is your DAT Mains. Let's talk about DAT Prelims first. So the full form of DAT is Design Aptitude Test. This test is held on the center that you picked while filling your form. It is a test of 3 hours which starts from 10 AM and ends on 1 PM. The total marks of this test is 100 and this 100 marks is divided into 2 sections. So your section first have objective type questions or OMR based questions, which mean in this section one question have 4 options in which one option is correct and you have to mark your correct option in your OMR sheet. Subjects from which they ask questions are English, GK, Math and Reasoning. Number of questions that they ask is vary from year to year, but on an average they ask between 60 to 70 questions in this section, which holds a total marks of 70 out of 100. And there is no negative marking. Now we have left 30 marks out of 100. So this 30 marks have drawing questions, which means you have to draw and color something according to the question as an answer in the provided space. Commonly they ask 3 to 4 questions in this section. Now based on your score obtained in DAT Prelims, eligible candidates shortlisted for your DAT Mains. Now your DAT Mains, which is your second phase, conduct only in NID campuses. This DAT Mains consists of multiple format of tests such in a studio test. That's why it also commonly known as studio test. This test will be conducted over 2 days and the total marks of this test will be out of 100. This test is consist of 3 rounds commonly, but it can be changed a little bit from year to year. Now your first round is called audio visual round. This round have 2 sections in which your first section is called audio round. In this round, first they play different types of audio and then ask questions related to that audio, and you have to write your answers in the provided answer sheet. Questions are like that: what is happening in the scene according to the audio, or which animal's voice is there in that audio, or in which language is that audio. In section second, they will show you image or many images from different angles and side. Sometimes it can be a zoomed image of an object. I mean that the way of showing off an image can be changed from year to year, and then they ask questions related to that image. Questions are like that: what is the depth meaning of that image, or which object is present in that image, etc, etc. Now here comes your second part, which is drawing and sketching. In this part, they will check your illustration skills from different ways. It can be vary from year to year. Questions are like, sometimes they can ask you to doodle on a theme, or sometimes they can give you a bunch of lines and shape and ask you to create an object or something with the help of those lines, etc, etc. Now your third and last part is material handling. In this part, they will give you only 1 or 2 material in a limited quantity, and you have to create something according to the question out of that limited quantity of material. For example, like sometimes they can give you a bunch of newspaper and ask you to create a seesaw, etc, etc. Now let's discuss the marking rule or weightages of DAT Prelims and DAT Mains in your final result. So your DAT Prelims have a weightage of 30% in your final result, which means if you got 80 out of 100 in your DAT Prelims, the marks that are going to add in your final result are 24, which is 30% of the 80. And your DAT Mains have a weightage of 70% in your final result, which means if you got 60 out of 100 in your DAT Mains, the marks that are going to add in your final result are 42, which is 70% of the 60. By adding these 2 final marks, you will get your final result. Now to get NID sample and previous year question papers, just click on the link that I mentioned in the description. Complete the CAPTCHA, verify yourself, get the link and download your question papers. Now one more thing is that a few of you asking me whether I am active on any other social media account or not. Yes, I am active on Instagram nowadays and I mentioned it in the description, so you can follow me there also. If you have any queries related to NID admission process or any queries related to design and NID and NIFT, you can ask me in the comment box. So this is an end of what is NID exam. Hope that this helps you. This is Mohammad Bass signing off now. Thanks for liking, subscribing and sharing.